Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone. I am Afiqah Binti Baharum. Would like to present to you about my individual presentation of the MAE572 problem solving course. In this part, I will explain the problem-solving process that I use to solve the chosen problem. I will use Polya's 4 stages of problem solving, which is understand the problem, devise a plan, carry out the plan, and look at back and check. First, I read the question carefully, which is Hana can complete a graphic design project in half hour. Mei-Ling can complete the same project in 3/4 hours, while Ravi can complete it in 1.5 hours. If all three work together, how long will they take to complete the project? So, I identified that we were given the time taken by each person to complete the same project. The problem asks us to find the time taken if all three works together. Stage 2. I decided to use the work rate concept. I will find the work rate of each person, add them together to get the total work rate, and then find the total time by taking the reciprocal. Stage 3. Given Hannah's rate is equal to 2, Mei-Ling rate is equal to 4/3, whilst Ravi's rate is equal to 2/3. So the total rates that I have got is equal to 4. So to find the time, word is divided by total word rate. So the answer that I have got is 1/4 hours. Stage 4. I check the answer. The total rate is greater than each individual rate. So the time is less than the smallest time. So 1/4 hour is reasonable. Therefore, the answer is correct. So that is the complete problem solving process for both 4 questions. So this is the complete problem solving process for the questions. Sudoku is a logic-based puzzle that requires careful thinking and systematic reasoning. Actually, the objective is to fill every empty cell with the numbers in between 1 to 9, ensuring that each number appears only once in every row, column, and also 3 times 3 box. Therefore, solving Sudoku is not about guessing, but it's about applying logical reasoning to determine the correct position for each number. Next, to solve the puzzle, I first scan the board systematically, starting from the top row and working through each row and column. My goal was to identify the missing numbers in each row, column, and also 3 times 3 box. Next, I applied the elimination method. I compared the missing numbers with the numbers that are already present in the corresponding row, column, and 3 times 3 box. If the number already existed in any of these areas, I eliminated it as possible candidate for the empty cells. To make this process more easier and avoid overlooking any possibilities, I use my 2 fingers to trace the rows and the columns while cross-checking the 3 times 3 box. This helped me eliminate impossible option more efficiently and also can reduce the chance of making mistakes. And then I started filling by the cells that had only one possible candidate. Once I placed a number, I immediately checked the corresponding row, column, and also 3 times 3 box to ensure that it did not violate Sudoku rules. So every correct number provided new clues, making it more easier to identify the remaining missing numbers, and I repeated this process of scanning, eliminating, and cross-checking until every empty cell was successfully completed. Finally, after completing the puzzle, I carefully review my solution. I check every row, every column and every 3x3 box to confirm that each contained the numbers 1 to 9 exactly once with no repetitions. So since all the Sudoku rules were satisfied, I confident that my solution was correct. Finally, I would like to share my reflection on what I have learned throughout this problem-solving course over the past 14 weeks. Well, to be honest, during the first week of this course, I kept asking myself why I needed to study this problem solving. I thought the main goal is of the solving problem is simply to get the correct answer and also quickly as possible. However, as the week passed, I realized that this course is not just about finding answer, but about understanding the thinking process behind every solution. One of the valuable things that I have learned was follow 4 stages of problem solving, which are understanding the problem, devise a plan, carry out the plan, and looking back. These 4 stages have changed the way I approach problem actually. Instead of rushing into calculation, I now spend time understanding the question and identifying the important information, choosing the most suitable strategy, and also checking whether my answer is reasonable or not. Throughout this course also, I completed different problem-solving activities, including Sudoku. At first, I thought Sudoku was just a simple puzzle. However, I soon realized that it requires patience, logical reasoning, and also carefully thinking. Every number must be placed in the I'm sorry. Every number must be placed based on evidence, not by guessing. This activity helped me improve my concentration and thought in solve problems step by step. The knowledge that I have gained from this course is not only useful in mathematics but also in my daily life. For example, when I have several assignments to complete, I first identified what needs to be done, plan my schedule, and also complete each task one by one. And finally, review my work before submitting it. This systematic approach helps me manage my time better and reduce unnecessary tasks, unnecessary stress. Well, as a future educator, I believe these problem-solving skills will be very important. I want my future students to understand the process of solving problems instead of memorizing formulas and also answer. By guiding students through each step, I hope to help them to become more confident, independent, and also critical thinkers. In my opinion, one of the strengths of this course is the encourage students to think logically and systematically. It also teaches us that there can be more than one strategy to solve a problem, and each strategy should be evaluated carefully before deciding on the best solution. Although some of the questions were quite challenging, they actually helped me to become more patient and persistent. Whenever I made mistakes, I learned to review my work, identify where I went wrong, and improve my understanding. So this experience made me realize that mistakes are part of the learning process. And if I could suggest one improvement, I think the course could include more real-life situation, case studies, or group problem-solving activities, which is allow students to apply the concept in practical situation, and also learn from different perspectives. So, in conclusion, this course has changed the way I think about problem solving. I have learned that solving is not a problem. Solving a problem is not only about getting the correct answer, but also about following the logical and also systematic process. I also believe that the knowledge and skill that I have gained will continue to help me in my studies and my daily life, and especially my future career as a mathematics teacher.